Water by the Spoonful is a drama with a very wide lens and a very wide geographical scope. It takes place in Philadelphia, it takes place in Japan, in California, in Puerto Rico, and it's about birth families that live very close together and are very geographically tight, and online families and adopted families that span the globe, and the difference between the family we're born with and the family we find. Within these families, the people are facing, of course, many obstacles, such as figuring out what their place in the world is, figuring out why they're punishing themselves, why they can't forgive other people, figuring out who they will fall in love with, figuring out who they will never talk to again. And they're all recovering in some way or another. Some of them are recovering from addictions. Some of them are recovering from trauma. Some of them are recovering from choices that they made in their career, in their marriages, that they thought was part of who they were, but actually are discovering that's not who I am now. As I was writing it, I had this feeling that it felt like this is the world I live in, a world where someone from a part of the planet that I have no experience with, where that person and I are in the room together, and we have to figure out what is our relationship to each other, what do we have in common, and how can we communicate and how can't we communicate. So yes, I think it is about a big, wide world. It is about what's universal and what gets lost in translation in some ways.